now we'd like to switch towards Ms.Minushri. Ma'am, please.
Yeah, hi, good evening. Hi.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening. I hope I'm audible enough now.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening, Weneurs, team, and Shabina, Dr. Manisha, and everybody out there for organizing and giving us a patient ear. And firstly, I would like to thank Dr. Megha. Ma'am, it was a pleasure, listening to your journey. Even I learned a lot from you. Thank you, ma'am. Because anyways, an entrepreneur's journey is always, you keep on learning from others and all, from your own mistakes and from others' journey as well. So, ma'am, thank you very much for this, entire discussion, ma'am. Even my journey is to some extent in alignment with Megha ma'am's journey, because I have done my master's with an MBA degree in IT. So I was born and brought up in a very remote location of Odisha, Kalahandi district. It's a aspirational district, and those days it used to be known for like drought, famine, etc. Very backward district it used to be, but today it has fared quite better in the index of aspirational district. So when I went to Delhi for my job, and it was like people were giving us strange looks when we were identifying our existence with this district particular. They were like, इतने गरीब जगह से हो आप लोग, उड़ीसा वैसे भी एक गरीब स्टेट है, and Kalahandi is again more backward district kind of. So it was always in the back of my mind that I should do something for this particular district, and I must give back to the society. Okay, I never shied away from identifying myself that I was born and brought up in Kalahandi, because that's a part of my growing years, that's a part of my identity. So yes, I got very good opportunities in IT sector. I worked almost a decade in IT sector. I have worked in the business development segment of IT sector for government departments. So yeah, business development has been my forte from the beginning. So in the year 2013, by then I had already become a country head. So I was like, life became monotonous for me. So I was like, okay, let me start something on my own. So then I left my job, I put up my papers and told my family that yes, I'm quitting the job and starting my NGO kind of thing. So we had a registered society, Bihang Welfare Association. It's still that my passion. It's my baby, my first baby exactly. Then Megha ma'am, similar problems. Anyways, you are at least with World Bank, so we are aware of it. My journey was totally different, ma'am. Whatever I have worked as business development person into IT, and this NGO thing, totally different. I just jumped into it, and then like every day, every moment has been there has been something to learn. There has been something educating kind of. So like the first two words that will come that I can share with you is that hard work and perseverance. These are the two weapons against all odds that we will face in the startup arena. Whatever you start, like whether it's a company or a social enterprise or an NGO, whatever it is, something you are starting on your own, and if you are the first generation entrepreneur, then it's every day there is a challenge looking at you, that come and face me kind of. And and you are to solve it somehow. If you are to survive, you have to solve it. And once it is over and we're like, acha, ek challenge and let's wrap it up, then I think life would be better. No, then there is a bigger challenge looking at you kind of. But hard work, perseverance has been these two things my parents have taught me pretty well. And of course I would definitely like to tender my gratitude to the teachers and my elders who have really taught us that बेटा कुछ भी हो जाए, हार्डवर्क का कोई ऑल्टरनेटिव ही नहीं है. And yes, because this is your passion, no, because आपने सब कुछ छोड़ के इसमें शुरू किया है, तो पेशेंस का तो टेस्ट होगा भाई, and you have to stick to it. और कुछ भी रातों रात मतलब like even your mom has to carry you for 9 long months to deliver you, before delivering you. Okay, so ऐसा कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है, there is no rocket science, there is no formula. जैसे मेघा मैम ने कहा कि these are the set of formula. See, mentors and everybody whomsoever are telling you that don't do this mistake, don't do that mistake, they're quite right in their own way, but their journey is not exactly your journey. Your journey is what you are going through. Your path is not exactly the same what they are teaching you, the theory or practical way. So it is your journey. So there has to be mistakes and there has to be blunders as well, and you have to learn from it. So this is what is basically an entrepreneur's journey. That is, आपको जितने भी successful, even Bill Gates can tell you, he has not published any book on the set of rules that follow these rules and you will be definitely successful. There is no rule book. It's all about learning at your end, learning from the mentors, learning from the people around you, learning from other entrepreneurs, and yes, learning from your own mistakes. That is the first and foremost thing. So this is what. Then in the NGO there was a lot of struggle because I didn't come from social development sector. Even I was not qualified enough for social development sector. But like yes, we are working pretty well. So just like when you start an NGO or a company, normally for a startup, yeah, nowadays government has got a lot of funding opportunity. With the beginning of your startup, you can avail for funding and all. You can plan for funding. But like as an NGO, you don't get anything unless and until you have completed 3 years. Even if it is government project or CSR funded project, they all will ask you, the rule book tells that no, you have to be experienced enough at least for 3 years so that you can execute their fund, whether it is CSR or government funding opportunity. So we had got our own set of struggle, but yes, we got a CSR funding from Asian Paints to establish a solar powered computer lab. This was a concept developed by Amrita and I. And Amrita is my childhood friend, who is also my business partner today. So we developed this concept because we are from IT sector. So IT, solar, integrated, promoting digital education. So all these things, this is a concept. We got funding from Asian Paints. The solar part, where we didn't have any expertise in solar. So we basically outsourced it to company. That company cheated us out of the quality and everything of this project. The solar was in a mess. Then Amrita, being an electrical engineer, she was like, okay, let me get myself trained in solar and let's form a company and we'll work into solar. So there, here starts the journey of Thinkraw India Private Limited. This is basically solar EPC company based out of Delhi. We are a contractor, basically integrator in solar industry. So this is a journey. It started in the year 2016, and our entire focus was upon being sustainable, being profitable as a company. But during COVID, lot of things, everything falls upside down. You have got nothing to do at home. But yeah, a lot of things happen to us. Our expertise or our experience as an NGO working at the lowest strata of the society. Similarly, we are also providing affordable solutions for we became an EPC player for Selco Foundation in Kalahandi district. So we were aware of the challenges faced by farmers in agriculture sector, faced by fish and prawn farmers in aquaculture sector. So we are aware of it, but still it was this challenges and everything had taken, innovation and everything had taken a backseat because we were focusing upon getting sustainable as Thinkraw India Private Limited, as a solar EPC contractor. So during COVID, nothing had to be done. So Amrita and I brainstormed on our idea, and then we developed the concept, we developed the POC, proof of concept, did the market survey and everything. Lot of things, lot of challenges, because even buying a small solar panel was a challenge those days. No delivery because everything was shut down and all. But yes, with God's grace and our own efforts and all, we're able to, develop this proof of concept. This is the money we spend from our own end. As a startup, like they all say that you being a startup, you apply for funding. But let me tell you honestly, in reality, nobody really funds you unless and until you have got a POC, proof of concept. And these investors, they come to picture after you show a traction. So how you do that, it's entirely up to the entrepreneurs, Yes, and yes, the mentors of the incubation program where you are incubated, they play a very big role in bringing an, investor to your kitty. But yes, unless and until you have got a proof of concept, even no incubation program will support you, like in a sustainable way. छोटा मोटा फंड आपको मिल सकता है, बट इफ यू रियली वांट अ गुड फंड on a good platform and incubation program, to getting through an incubation program, you have to have a POC in hand, because concept सबके पास है. If you don't have a proof of concept, then normally no incubation program will entertain you. So this is what basically our first product is a solar powered smart technology based solid fertilizer dispenser. You come across lot many liquid fertilizer dispenser. This is a unique concept and innovation. Yeah.
We are not able to hear you.
You can't hear me? Hello? Hello?
You
are audible.
Ma'am, I can hear. I can hear clearly.
Okay. So should I continue?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So basically, this is we call it Krishi Dhanu. This is a patented product again, and we have developed one more product. For that, we also became the winner of global contest. That is ASME, American Society for Mechanical Engineers. For these two products, is the growth of the crop. Otherwise, we can't sell it in the market at all. We've already done the validation by OUAT, Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology, and the team is quite, happy with our product.
Yes. Ma'am, another thing, this is from one of our participants over here.
Yes.
Like the entire country is witnessing energy transition from non-renewables to renewables, and you have been working so extensively in the renewable sector. But the question from our participant is, all the transition that she witnesses is from solar. Like in Odisha especially, she hasn't witnessed much of any other forms of renewable energy. Like wind, to be very honest, hydropower and everything, that is something that is different. But especially wind, which has a very big potential in Odisha. But she says why wind hasn't been utilized to that extent that solar has been utilized.
Yeah, see, like, let me tell you honestly, solar is, like an expensive, affair. And that's the truth. If you look at the break-even point, it takes 3 to 4 years to reach the break-even point. But after that, it is entirely free for next almost 20 years, kind of, because we get a warranty of 20 to 25 years on the solar panels. But people they don't think in that way, that मैं अभी क्यों spend करूं. See, क्या होता है, for any businessman, whatever profit he earns, he would rather reinvest in the same business.
Yes,
They don't understand that आपका solar अब लगा रहे हो, it's one of the raw materials, because you are saving on the electricity. That is the most indispensable raw material. But whomsoever think about it, they go for it. Whomsoever they can't think, they don't go for it. On the top of it, wind energy is much more expensive. And yes, like government of Odisha have also tried to basically implement some wind-based energy, but it was not feasible. That's why government of Odisha didn't basically encourage it.
Yes,
so that's why. But yeah, biofuel is upcoming, and it is lot many people are using this pellets, basically
Yes, ma'am.
pellets made
Yes,
up
ma'am.
of
Yes, ma'am.
So biofuel is doing like anything. Solar is, yeah, everywhere. Most of the places you will come across solar, and wind and all. Yeah, lot many criteria are there. So yeah, that is why government of Odisha is not encouraging it much.
It also isn't like it will run every season. It is not like that. Like if a depression reason is created for wind, then only it's like efficient enough to
See,
harness some kind of electricity.
I am, yeah, yes, I'm not exactly technically very sound in wind, but what happens is that if it is moving in the clockwise, it is generating. If it is
Yes, ma'am.
moving anti-clockwise, then it is draining energy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Wind pass. So it's very challenging. Otherwise, yeah, government of Odisha has done I'm really indebted to Startup Odisha and government of Odisha for all kind of support, though we are based out of Delhi. So that is where definitely I would like to appreciate government of Odisha's work, because it is not feasible enough. That's why government has promoted in Odisha particularly. Yeah.
Ma'am, we have one very interesting question, and I can assure you, you will enjoy
Yes.
while answering this question. One of our participants,
Sure.
he is from Baluga, Chilika, and
Chilika. Yes.
he says that from his very childhood, he has seen prawn, crabs, and he is completely sore with that. The people
Yes.
actually fetish for those things. He is like I'm done with these things, but he sees a very big opportunity, a very big business opportunity. But then he told that
Yes.
this industry, this particular domain of industry, it is dominated by big players. And for me being a new person or a new businessman, it's very difficult for me to make a footfall in this industry. So can you suggest him a few
No.
tips?
हाँ, let me tell you honestly. देखिए क्या होता है, like I'm giving you the best example I can cite over here is my own example. Okay, as Thinkraw India Private Limited, when we incepted ourselves as a company, lot many players were already there. After we got incepted, lot many people are all after that also. Today also, lot many people are themselves registered as solar company. That never stopped us from getting registered or knocking the door of a client. And even I don't know whether that person they will turn into my prospect or not. We keep on knocking the door of whomsoever we think is right for my business. So don't
Yes, ma'am.
get shadowed upon, or that fear factor shouldn't be there. कंपटीशन है तो अच्छा है ना. देखो सबसे अच्छा स्टेप आपको मैं बताऊं, आपका पहला जो स्टेप है ना वो हो गया. जैसे मेरे लिए धीवरा मित्रा इज ए न्यू प्रोडक्ट. It's
Yes,
in
ma'am.
going to the market and creating the awareness is the first thing I'm doing today.
Yes, ma'am.
उसके बाद जाके मैं सेल शुरू करूंगी. लेकिन जैसे आप अगर प्रॉन एंड फिश फार्मिंग में जा रहे हो, वो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग है, तो आपको अवेयरनेस नहीं जनरेट करना है. आपका सेकंड लेवल बिजनेस स्टार्ट होगा. आपको एक लैंड लीज पे लेना है, यू हैव टू स्टार्ट वर्किंग अपॉन इट एंड नेवर गेट influenced or get threatened by this competition. कंपटीशन हमेशा रहेगा, बट एक चीज हमेशा रहता है, आपको पता हो, जैसे व्हेन वी अप्रोच्ड different forums of Indian Agriculture Research Institute, lot many scientists had got issue with us. They are like, we are from fishery sector, ये दोनों लड़कियां कहाँ से आ गए? Lot of questions like, you are not from fishery sector, how come you have developed a solution for us? Kind of, what do you know about fishery sector? Kind of. Thanks to OUAT and thanks to ASME, thanks to Selco Foundation, who really came forward and supported us, believed in us. So today we are able to sell our product. तो आप सोचो, अगर ऐसे ऐसे सवालों का भी हमने फेस किया, लेकिन ठीक है ना, वो उनका इनसिक्योरिटी है. आप अपना काम करें और स्टे कॉन्फिडेंट. कंपटीशन है तो अच्छा है ना, आप अपना क्वालिटी को लेके रहिए. जैसे देयर आर लॉट मेनी पीपल हु केम टू अस लाइक 3 साल से आप बस R&D ही करे जा रहे हो. व्हाई डोंट यू लॉन्च द प्रोडक्ट, स्टार्ट सेलिंग, पीपल स्टार्ट कॉपिंग इट. इतना 3 साल का मैंने काम किया है ना उसमें बॉयंसी मेंटेन करने के लिए. एक वाटर बॉडी है, जैसे वाटर उड़ीसा में विंड पावर इज दे, विंड वेलोसिटी है, उसमें वाटर बॉडी के ऊपर विंड वेलोसिटी है, तो वाटर मूवमेंट है, विंड वेलोसिटी, उसके ऊपर आप बोट को फ्लोट कर रहे हो, उसके ऊपर सोलर पैनल लगा है 1 किलोवाट का, वो फिर टर्न करता है लेफ्ट एंड राइट. ये सारा को लेके बॉयंसी मेंटेन करके उसको फ्लोटेबल सॉल्यूशन बनाना इज नॉट अ चाइल्ड्स प्ले. वो हमने करके दिखाया है. अगर somebody can copy it, be my guest, and I will love that if that any person will be putting in that kind of efforts to copy this product. इतना for 3 साल हमने ना, मैं बता रही हूँ आपको 3 साल रात दिन का मेहनत है. I'm telling you, after COVID, after this everything lockdown was over, I haven't stayed at my own place for more than 2 weeks consecutively.
Yes,
I have been so extensively traveling, knocking the doors of fish and prawn farmer industry players, stakeholders and all. तो आप बताइए फिर अगला कोई बंदा अगर प्रोडक्ट कॉपी करके आ जाएगा इस लेवल पे, आने दो फिर. I can't stop anybody. Though mine is a
Yes.
patented product, I'm not going to the court and wasting my time. इससे अच्छा है
Yes,
कि
sir.
मैं अपने आप को और अच्छा करूं kind of. So
Yes,
that's what.
Ma'am, we have a follow-up question from him.
Yes.
He asked that he has just did a rough market survey, and he
Yes.
figured out one very important thing, that not all of the players in the market, especially in the fishery market, they are digital. Their business
Yes.
mostly happens manually. So like in Bombay or Delhi or Chennai, we have food deliveries of like even chicken or anything can be delivered to a home. But in Odisha, things like that aren't possible. Like
So there is
are
hell lot of
possible.
opportunity. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Exactly. He
hell
wanted
lot.
you
See,
to
like,
he wanted you to
ask
address
him
that.
to, sure, ask him to visit us. We are doing the inaugural program, inviting 150 fish and prawn farmer in Baleswar on 17th of March. I'm inviting him, come down. I will get you introduced to these 150 fish and prawn farmer. You can approach them that ye fish and prawn farmer, they are not eating up their own crop. They're selling into the market. So if you can integrate them with an IT platform, then there is hell lot of opportunity for him. The same condition is in West Bengal as well.
Yes, sir.
Even in Andhra, there is no app as such. मतलब आंध्रा में भी बहुत, जैसे भीमावरम में वो हब है, वहां पे मैंने तो नहीं देखा ऐसा कोई फ्रेश this clients using app to order fresh fish. आपके लिए बहुत
Logistics are like
opportunity.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. He can start in Odisha and West Bengal, no? Then he
Yes,
can,
ma'am.
expand to the respective, nearest states, other states. And
Ma'am,
one more thing, tell him that,
yes, ma'am.
one last
No,
thing,
ma'am.
Odisha, Punjab and Haryana are so much into inland fishery, that is also a very big market for him.
Yes, ma'am.
Punjab, Haryana, UP, Delhi, this North India is also into a lot of, inland fisheries. That is also there.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have myself witnessed all those things, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Exactly.
That's true. That's
Yes,
true. Thank you. Yeah.
Ma'am, as of now, ma'am, his name is Rahul. He as of now plans to make an app and do a small serve a particular area of Bhubaneswar, not entire Bhubaneswar, but certain parts of Bhubaneswar where he'll be making stations, like one for Jadhav Vihar, one for Nayapali, one for Rasulgarh, and he is planning to operate it like pilot stations. So any suggestions you can give to him on this?
Just don't share this concept with anybody else. Immediately develop the app,
Yes.
get it registered, and start working.
Yes, ma'am.
Take the money from your parents. Don't wait for funding, because जैसे स्टार्टअप उड़ीसा से भी फंड आते आते 1 साल लग जाएगा. ये कॉन्सेप्ट जो है ना, any software developer will come to know about it. They will develop it overnight and launch the application tomorrow. आप क्या करोगे? इसीलिए जो भी कॉन्सेप्ट है पहले उसके ऊपर काम करना शुरू कर दो. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And tell
Yes,
him to spend more time with the fish and prawn market.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Because that is where we pick up ना. और जो रोड साइड वेंडर्स होते हैं ना, उनको भी पिक करना. आपको पता है, each and every person है across India, मतलब हिमालय से शुरू कर कुमारी तक, remote location में भी they have got phone pay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
They're taking money through phone pay or Paytm. So आप उनके साथ immediately integrate करो, उनको ऐप में डालो ना. थोड़ा सा मेहनत है, कर लो.
Yes, ma'am.
एटलीस्ट 10 बंदों के साथ भी शुरू करो और काम शुरू कर लो. डोंट वेट कि जब 1000 होगा तभी मैं लॉन्च करूंगा. Just start immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
हो जाएगा
Ma'am,
काम.
ma'am, for any suggestions, I'll ask him to reach out to you on LinkedIn, and you can just help him
Kindly,
a
no,
little
no,
bit.
you can share my contact details with him. Not an issue.
Sure, sure.
I'm
Sure,
open
ma'am,
to
sure.
everybody. Yeah.
Any more questions anybody would like to ask? We are having a fantastic session. I'm personally enjoying it very much.
Thank you, Ashish.
Ma'am, we have one
Same
question.
here. Yeah.
Ma'am, we
Yes.
have one question. This one is, I don't know, I can't read the name. It's some roll number. But the question is, in solar energy, apart from manufacturing solar panels or manufacturing solar appliances, what are some other aspects that can be addressed?
Addressed in
Like a business opportunity.
yeah, lot many business opportunities there. Like you can see solar manufacturing is not everybody's cup of tea.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
needs crores of funding, so big players are there already. We can do is that we can just procure for them and be a reseller. You get empaneled with Tata. These are very big brands. So you just there are Bisakha is one there. Tata Power is there. Adani Solar is there. UTL is a very good opportunity for anybody. So I think they are charging 5 lakh to give their dealership network. You be a dealer of theirs. You start your shop with 5 lakh and you start selling, because UTL is a very affordable solution. They have got
Yes, ma'am.
lights, they have got solar pumps, they've got all the solar equipments. You can do that. Like, you can take a dealership from any of the good brand and start selling. During the process, you get orders. Like, if somebody is buying panel from you, he can install it. He is not equipped enough to install it. Nobody, it is solar is also a technology. An
Yes, ma'am.
engineer is supposed to do that. So you get yourself trained in solar installations. You start installing, you sell the product, install yourself. So 2 ways you are earning. And now, this summer is coming up. You can start selling solar fans. So, power supply will become. So you can sell solar fans. You can sell lot many solar power solutions are there. So yeah, the operational expense, the capex is there, but opex zero, no.
Yes, ma'am.
And solar cookers, if you are cooking with solar cooker, the food is amazing tasty. It's really amazing. So yeah, you can pick up any 2-3 products and play with them in the market.
Ma'am, I remember when I was in standard 8, I made a solar water heater. It was fully functional, although the scale was very small. But that was something that I can relate with.
I'm proud of you. Again, you can work upon it and get yourself registered as a startup and work upon it. If you think that idea is, scalable enough, because you have to sell it.
Yes, ma'am.
It doesn't matter how good your innovation is, unless and until you can't sell it, then you can't be anywhere. You have to be sustainable with your concept. So that's what.
Ma'am, and from a personal note, I really loved the product of yours that you mentioned, Dwara Mitra.
Thank you.
Actually,
Thank you.
We actually need the application of Dwara Mitra to a very large extent, because the solar panels or the solar parks that we are making, it's coming at the cost of a land where plants can be grown.
Yes.
And sea or water bodies are something which are the best place to be utilized, and they're very underutilized in India,
Very
especially.
true. Very true. See, only in the last 6 months, Vietnam and China have come up with solar powered boats. Before that, it was not possible, because to power a boat or power a motor kind of thing, you have to have bigger panels. So
Yes, ma'am.
putting them on a floating solution and making the floating solution float, changing direction is very difficult. So China has recently come up with this, China and Vietnam. Otherwise, across globe, you won't come across such solutions.
And
So,
ma'am,
yeah.
very big news also, the solar panel efficiency. Recently, I was reading a paper. It got increased to like 32.33% or something from 20% to that is a
Very
very big
true.
leap. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and they are also coming up with solar seats. Panels, like, seats means very light. Just put it somewhere and start running, kind of. So it would
Ma'am,
be very
couldn't get
easier
you
at
actually.
our end.
Solar seeds couldn't
Seats,
get you actually.
just like patla sa seat hai, जैसे
Oh,
कागज की
sheet,
तरह,
sheet.
कागज,
Sheet.
yeah,
Got
solar
it, got it.
seats. Yeah,
Got it,
seats
got it.
basically. So it's very light and all, na?
Yes,
Just
ma'am, yes,
like
ma'am.
a cardboard की तरह हो गया. So you can put it somewhere, anywhere, and you can, start working upon it. So that's what.
Actually, ma'am, I think I know someone who's working on it. If you know Dr. Saroj Mishra
Saroj Mishra.
from IIT
I heard
Bhubaneswar.
about. No. If you can link me with him, please.
Sure, ma'am. I'll drop you a link. He
Kindly
actually
do
was.
that.
Yes, ma'am. I was in one of his sessions. He was showing me. He was showing a video where they were helping rural people, and they use this solar sheet. It was like some kind of plastic or something. I don't know exactly the material,
Yeah.
but the material, as far as I know, it should be some flexible plastic. And
Yeah.
fortunately, like the application was surprising. They even turned on a jet pump. I was like, "अरे ऐसा भी होता है पता नहीं था."
नहीं, this is the newest technology in solar. So definitely, please मुझे सरोज सर का contact details if you can share with me kindly.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay,
Sure.
I will definitely
Ma'am,
like to reach out to him.
Yes, ma'am. He is currently the dean of basic sciences, and his startup was the very first incubator startup for IIT Bhubaneswar. So he's got a very good background.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly help me out with him, please.
Sure, ma'am. Definitely. Ma'am, about this boy that we were talking about, who was very interested in fisheries and stuff, he has given me a confirmation. He will be attending a session, and he will reach out to you on LinkedIn. So please.
Definitely, I'm always
have to connect with Minushri directly. So yeah, LinkedIn to बहुत. Yes.
He's only a call away from me.
Yes.
You can call me anytime.
Yeah,
It's not an
sure.
issue. I'm open to all these ideas and everything, no?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, with
That's
this,
right.
we have
Yeah.
come to the end of our questions, and special thanks from my end. I really enjoyed your session. Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Fansalkar,
Pleasure is
thank
mine.
you. Thank you, everyone. Like it was something out of the box. It was something like I enjoyed very thoroughly.
Even I learned a lot from Megha ma'am's journey. So it is always, it is a journey of, learning each and every point you are learning. So thank you, Megha ma'am, for being, so graciously you shared your journey with us. Thank you, ma'am.
Loved your journey, loved your interventions, Selpu and all that. It was so inspiring.
Thank you, ma'am. Pleasure is mine.
Thank you, Minushri. Thank you, Dr. Megha, for sharing your side of journey. हम लोग को जो दिखता है, but आप actually उस जिंदगी को जो जी रहे हैं, वो experience आज आप लोगों ने हमसे share किया. We are really thankful to both of you and all our audience and Venus Forum team for sure, and that for managing time out of your busy schedule. And really thank you once again, and stay connected with us, and we would definitely reach out to you again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.
Pranam.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.